Culture Night is a night where loads of different acts such as music and dancing and films were shown, just to show how cultural Limerick really is.
Well, what I think Culture Night is anyway is it's to give you that chance to touch base with the arts. If you haven't, if you even like if living in Limerick City, you probably haven't been to the castle because it's always there. It's not going anywhere. So this gives you a chance to go in for free and experience it. And maybe if you have family abroad, they can come and visit it then because you know how great it is. So you can bring them to see it. It's kind of like I feel like it's a touchstone for people who aren't connected with the arts to see what it's all about and try out things. I think this was a massive centre of youth tonight. Dance Limerick, the church. Especially like even if you weren't a part of it, everyone brought their friends, so it was just this massive young group of people celebrating each other's talents. That was nice. And there was everyone. I think there was 6-year-olds to 18-year-olds playing this evening, between dancing and playing and singing and performing. And I think that was really nice because like there was a rapper, there was Irish dancers, there was like indie rock bands. There was a massive mix of just youth talent. It was amazing.
Tonight was fantastic. The films were quite interesting to watch, the short films, and some of them they're all really different from each other. And the dancing was quite great as well. The Irish dancing with the kind of funky hip hop music was very interesting, and I really enjoyed that. I nearly joined in myself at one point. It was really good, and yeah, the music mixed in with all that just kind of blended it together to make it into one really great cultural night for young people.
About a year ago, we got asked to be a part of Music Generation Limerick, which is talented youths around Limerick basically who didn't have an output for their musical abilities. They came together and they made bands out of us, which was pretty great. So this is a showcase of all those bands and Fresh Film Festival and others.
I was invited to play by Music Generation with my band Little Tents, and I also played with a few other acts, just filling in just because it's fun, whatever, and I was really looking forward to it as well, because anything to do with gigging in Limerick is pretty cool.
Transition year, I started Limerick Youth Dance and I started Music Generation and I picked up an instrument. I picked up the trumpet as well as I play the guitar already. Yeah, Limerick made it easy to express myself because the avenues were all there for me. I just had to try out the different ones.
I started out playing the violin when I was really, really young, and I wanted to play kind of trad music, but I wasn't able to. So I started learning classical, which wasn't really my thing. But then I saw someone playing the drums, and I thought that was really cool, so I started giving it a go. And then I went to my first lesson, and the teacher told my parents that I had a natural taking to it, so they would advise keeping me up for a year or two just to see how I got on. And it just escalated from there, and I got my first drum kit, and it was kind of tip and go, touch and go for a while, trying to find bands and stuff because I was always really serious about it. And eventually then I heard about the Music Generation when I was in 5th year. They had the initial band explosion in October of 2013, and I went and I was put into a band and we performed in Dolan's Warehouse, and since then it's been all go with Music Gen, and I've come out of my musical shell. It's just really like a mind-blowing experience to be doing that kind of stuff, and it all started back from Music Generation. Without them I'd probably still be at home twiddling my thumbs doing nothing about my music.
My family loves the arts kind of, so I felt okay to try all different things. Like even contemporary dance, I was kind of like, ooh, what's that? But then I went in and it was just amazing, and it was the most amazing people. And then once you meet that group of people, they seem to just like your whole life basically spreads out, and you meet these new people, and you join a band, and you're playing these gigs, and it's really cool and it's great.
Well, I came here tonight to support my friends who are playing in a band. Peter was one of the band members. Peter plays for Weekend Away, who are an absolutely amazing band, so check them out. And I also came to check out Little Tents, who are also another amazing Limerick band who've all been formed in the last year or so. So I came to check out that, and of course it's an evening I spend with my friends in Limerick, so that's a great thing to do.
Tonight was great in my opinion, like the diversity between the older people and the young people, and as well as like people who are interested in music and film or production. Like it's great to just show everyone what you can do.
I think young people can often be occasionally forgotten, and it was great that there was a place to facilitate that, and it was all young bands playing tonight. There was another band, Little Towns, and even the solo artists, we were all kind of 18 or younger, and it was just great to see that there's that much talent from people our age. Like it's a great thing to see.
It's also kind of a nice confidence boost when you're asked to do something rather than going out looking. And some people might have a little bit, but it's nice for people to kind of take an interest in whatever youth talent there would be out there and ask certain people to if they wanted to come and play or not. It's a good opportunity. It gives confidence and it'll kind of help people continue.
Limerick is it's not known for its music, so there comes a time where you can only go so far musically, whether you're a youth or whether you're an adult. So Limerick is great for the youths and they're getting them into it, but then furthering on from that, it's kind of difficult to get. If you really want to be in the music business, it's really hard to get into the music business, seeing the kind of the talent that's in Limerick at the moment, and the fact that they're not touring the world or they're not famous yet with all 10, 20 albums to their name. It kind of shows that Limerick is kind of lacking in that kind of perspective, where it needs kind of more recognition as a musical city rather than sporting city.
There's a lot of talented Limerick bands that started at our age and even younger that are fairly big. There's bands like Fox Joe and Leading Armies that are now playing like festivals all over Ireland and stuff, and it'd be great if there'd be more facilities so there'd be more bands that would kind of get to that stage and kind of get Limerick recognised as a musical, cultural place.
Yeah, I think Music Gen is definitely opening up a great door for young bands, but I think it needs to be kind of developed on to get a more permanent kind of maybe performing space, not just a rehearsal space.
Now that we have the culture night and stuff like that, hopefully that'll be happening every year. That'll become a yearly thing and there'll be more opportunities, because that's always what we're kind of looking for.
Kind of open up a wider playing field for young bands, like that they're not just bedroom bands, that just because we're young doesn't mean we don't have the capacity to fill somewhere like Dolan's or play a bigger stage, because I think tonight proved that young bands definitely can.